There we go. I clicked the wrong button. Hey everyone. Oh my gosh, we're almost to 50% of the way there. Uh, what is going on? It is time for me to finally throw my hat in the ring and give my objectively correct opinions. Because today we're gonna be rating every single character in the game before we start. Basically, a little bit of context. I am not feeling 100% today. I woke up this morning and I was like, wow, I can barely get out of bed. And so I am going to be taking it easy today and doing something that I really like, which is giving my objective opinion on my factual statements on objective opinions, like which character is the best. By the way, it's not any of the Kamisatos. Sorry if you were expecting that. We're giving our objective opinion on things that I probably shouldn't be giving an objective opinion on. And then we're gonna go on the Genshinlocke, and we're gonna start moving into Leeway. Uh, and so I think we just say screw it and dive right in, because why the hell not? I have just been listening to the same album that just came out today on repeat, so like I need something mentally stimulating aside from just the same tune. All right. The In the beginning we're going to have top tier, fun mechanically or aesthetically, not both. I feel nothing, not a fan. No, it's the equivalent of like the S through D tier. I want to add another layer if I can and change it to purple and name it top five, because I have a habit of adding top fives to lists. But yeah, this is pretty much how what I do with way too much of my free time. I just make tier lists. Um and so yeah, let's start right away with the obviously the most the character that I picked, because I 100% picked them. Yeah, I didn't pick Lumine. Um the Okay, listen, I like the concept of the Traveler having like, I don't know. I like the idea that the Traveler is a that the Traveler can get all these elements. However, if you look at Animo, Geo, and Hydro and Electro, pretty much everything that isn't Sumeru, the Traveler's kind of lacking in every department. Kind of terrible. All respect to the Traveler, but they're terrible. Uh, Jean. So many of these characters, I feel like the second we left their region, they just kind of got thrown into the backlog. Like, just looking at a few of these, I actually didn't know a few of these characters existed, and I played this game religiously for a year. Like, I do not remember. I know who this character is, I just don't remember them in the game at all. Uh, they're like an event exclusive. I thought it was a joke that they added this character. and I don't know who this is at all. It's just, I feel like the second you leave a region in this game, like 7,000 characters are just like erased from the company's mind. I will put Jean here because it's fun to have an attack based healer. Lisa. I think it's weird. I think the character is just weird, kind of creepy. Not a fan. I don't like walking up to a character and getting like needing to file a HR report every time they speak. It's uncomfortable and I don't want them near me, if that makes sense. Uh Amber, at times I hate him, at times I love him. So I feel like they are the most neutral as of right now. Ew. Oh, ew. 1 Geo, 2 Claymore, 3 who actually wants this character. There are about as many people who use Noelle as there are people who think that Senora is still gonna get into this game. Yay. Barbara's a fun like concept, but it didn't work out well because they moved on to the next region and stopped paying attention to the character. Sucrose is, all of the Mondstadt characters are really just like I have one sentence for. Sucrose, I'm I think is just annoying. It's 4-star, it's like Diet Kazuha in mechanics, and then it's Diet Kazuha mechanics, and then just non-existent in terms of story. A lot of the characters I'm not a fan of are either just gross in the story or they just never do anything in the story. Fischl's funny as shit. I I appreciate Fischl for talking in a Shakespearean accent and have it like it's a good comedy relief character. I like the concept of a character who's just permanently there to be comedy relief. Because no matter what they say, it's always like there's always going to be the running joke of everyone just sits around confused and then someone has to fly in, the Raven has to fly in and explain everything. It's comedy. If they're using Fischl as comedy relief, they're super funny. Oh, I think I will be right back. Give me a moment. So sorry about that, chat. I, I thought my landlord was supposed to come in at some point today, and they decided the exact moment I like really start getting into it is the moment that I is the moment that they come in and start bothering. Regardless, I think we are back, and now we get to make fun of Mona. So Mona and I have a very, very interesting relationship. Uh, Everyone says like, "Oh, it's Chi Chi that everyone loses their 5 star to." No, it's Mona. I think on my main account I have a C3 Mona, and I am yet to get half of the standard banner 5 stars. I've gotten I've gotten enough constellations for Mona and one for Chi Chi that I could, if I exchange them all in, have all of the 5 stars. But that's not how this game works now, is it? Mona as a mechanic apparently is really good. I don't get it. I like the distraction. I like the distractions of it. I like the Ayaka dash. Um but I don't get the character at all. And then next is the man, the myth, the legend, Kaya. Oh my god. The first time playing this game, I was like, okay, it's whatever. This game's fine. And then Kaya appeared, and my world was thrown upside down, man. Funny longsword, funny quips, kind of an asshole, morally gray character, perfect. We love Kaya here. I am not even just for the Nuzlocke, which Kaya has been more than exceptional in. Kaya is just there for me. The only character from distinctly Mondstadt that I think I care about more is Kaya's sibling, who is definitely top top 5, I think. Um as we go on down this list, you're going to see me hate on claymores. Like I'm going to take the absolute piss out of claymores for this entire fucking video. Uh but I think D Luke gets a pass because D Luke has like a faster kit that just gives them the edge. There's only, I think, one other exception to the no claymore rule as for me as of right now, which we will get to eventually. And like, yeah, on top of that, not a fan of not Razor. Razor is interesting. Um they're certainly interesting. I like their story, but also just the character just doesn't like provide anything aside from like the Lupical storyline, which I think we're going to be doing today. And on top of that, they are a claymore with a really, really clunky, kind of terrible DPS moveset. Bennett. Um know how to feel about Bennett, honestly. I think they are something. I think there's something. There's something of value there because I think they're like the best, one of the best supports in the game. So like you kind of have to respect you kind of have to respect Bennett no matter how much you dislike them. Um but yeah, that is are we already done with the main roster from Mondstadt? I think yeah. There's only a couple Mondstatters left in this entire list. Um which kind of explains why I wasn't the biggest fan of the Mondstadt storyline. they're kind of uh they're kind of something that I'm not the biggest fan of. Ningguang, I think is aesthetically awesome, but it's Geo, and Geo is like the immediate is just like a character flaw at this point. It's more of a character flaw than like any other like story in the game because it's like, oh, they may be terrible, but hey, at least they may be like a terrible person, but hey, at least they're not a Geo character, right? Look at those guys over there. They they take the base mechanics of the game and spin on them, and then don't even have anything of quality to back it up. Sorry, I am mean to Geo because it in I know how to speak. As a concept, Geo is great. We love Geo as a concept, but then they go out and like make the most useless mechanics in the entire gosh darn game. And it's like, what the hell are you supposed to do with that? Um, Beto, God, I love counters. Oh God, counters in this game are great. Beto Beto is like has an almost Diluc style claymore, and then has a counter system. They're good. They're almost past. They're almost past my claymore rule. They've almost broken it. Um, never really think about this character. Like they show up once, talk for like 5 minutes about mythology and theology and religion, and then like you're supposed to remember them and care about their opinion. Honestly, it's like a lot of this game has been from Leeway and Mondstadt has been cut for me because there's no goddamn what is it called? Ugh, brain right there. There's no way to go play events again. Um, you can't just walk it. You can't just walk up and ask to replay some of the old events because they're just all of those stories have been scrapped, and that's kind of frustrating. Uh, Zhang not a fan. It's once again with like the uncomfortable character. They're just kind of like overly forceful with their concept of like eating monsters, and I understand that's like part of that's their whole thing. They like are a great chef who can turn anything into something good, but I just eh their story, their little story section wasn't good enough for value, and yeah. Shongyun, I don't know anything about him. Another one of those characters who's just not there. No matter what you do, the character's just gone to the wind. I wish there was more about this character because they seem cool. But actually, because I forgot about the Claymore for a little bit, because all I use them for is to press E every like 10 seconds when I'm playing as Shenhe. Xingqiu, I actually will put there because they were my first character. Back before I understood that not every character was a DPS. So I would use Xingqiu a lot more than I probably should have. And the only reason I stopped using him is because that boss fight for the Oceanid in the beginning was just brutal to play against for a new player. Uh yeah. I don't think I need to explain myself for that one. I don't think I need to explain myself for Chi-Chi. I think Chi-Chi has done enough damage to earn her reputation as a nightmare. And considering Cryo is currently going under in terms of elemental reactions, I don't know. I think Cryo is, unless they give Cryo and Geo a rework, those two elements are kind of doomed as of right now. I just really, really wish that um some of these elements weren't so blatantly. I just wish there was like a way for Cryo, Electro, and Pyro to stand up to the absolute nightmares of Hydro, Animo, and Dendro. Like Geo's completely gone at this point unless they do a complete overhaul of the element and all the characters within it. I think Geo is done for. Because its only elemental reaction is like granting a shield. And like half of the Geo characters already do that. So the game wants you to play using only Geo characters on a Geo team, but that's not how elements are supposed to work in this game. And as such, Geo teams just fall behind in terms of everything. Venti based. Not as good as Kaya, but Venti is based. I think that this guy deserves so much more credit than a lot of people give. A lot of people consider them like worse than the rest of the Archons, but I think Animo can be used in replace of a second of any element and be used even better. Because almost all of the Animo characters are designed to just extend elemental reaction. Which means if you can get a Hydro reaction going on like Venti's Burst, then he's gonna absolutely tear house with a good Dendro applicant. If you have a good Electro applicant, same thing. Um, it's just a matter of, I think Anemo is as strong as Dendro, but for completely different reasons. It's like comparing Alhaitham to Yaimiko. I mean, sure, Alhaitham's completely got Yaimiko beat on field, but take that shit off the field and suddenly it's a completely different story. So like, yeah. I think Anemo is just as strong as Dendro. Anemo is like the sub DPS to to Dendro's main DPS. So I think Venti's pretty great. Get the child out of here. I still don't know why Klee was a rep. And I still wonder why. Honestly, all of like the child reps are, aside from this one, which we'll get to in a moment, are just kind of weird. They don't really fit in the story. In fact, I'm gonna make another tier. That's just for these characters. I'll make the Y tier, and that's pretty much where all of these characters go. Now for child tier. Based. Absolutely based. I think still one of the more impressive kits mechanically to this day. I think how they play is incredibly strong. And if you can combine them with a good crit rate and crit damage, they can do so much work even to this day. I think they're one of the few characters that has managed to hold up in comparison to other reps. Because, like, if you look at D-Luke went from, like, top tier god, the absolute powerhouse of Genshin Impact, to, like, people are upset that they get the character. Meanwhile, Child is still incredibly strong because Child's only weakness is if you're just gonna be 1v1ing something. Which in that case, he's got alternatives too. Ah, my teeth fell. It's fine though. First character I mained, like, hardcore, is the reason I got this game. Not top 5 anymore, sadly. Because just like, my main core team has sort of surpassed him. But he is still has a very near and dear place to my heart, and I'm so happy they brought him back for Fontaine. Zhongli. He's a pretty funny guy. I like him. He's sort of like the only Geo character at this point. He's just like, he's Geo Traveler if Geo Traveler was good. And I'm aware if somebody heard me say that and they're like a Geo main, they'd probably slap me. But like, Zhongli is the only Geo rep at this point. Because he doesn't do anything aside from sit there and ignore damage for you. And that's the only reason you keep him around. I know I know that the reason Zhongli is in everyone's team is because they don't want to have to think about dodging. And if that's how you want to play the game, that's how you want to play the game. But the only reason people still use this guy is because his shield is unmatched in any department. Um, Xinyan, based, absolutely based. One of the best characters in the game. Uh, hate, hate the moveset because it's so slow and clunky. But love everything about them. They're so funny. If you played 2.9, 2.8, the summer event before Sumeru, I think is what it was. That was like the most heartwarming, beautiful story, and it made me love Xinyan when I never even thought about them as a character prior. Yeah, Pyro has two very good reps, and the rest are just eh. Albedo, it's another Geo character that just fails at being a Geo character. It's another Geo character that, because they're a Geo character, they kind of fall behind really, really far. I, to this day, don't know what their kit is because it's like no one has ever recommended the character to me. I've been recommended almost to use almost any character on this list. Like, people have been like, you should use Yelan, you should use Aito, you should use Hutao, because you should use Ganyu. They're all so great with damage and whatever. I've never once heard a person say you should use Albedo. I I mean, probably because the only the only time they have ever been of importance in the story is one of the first events in the game. And actually, that is where I've heard people recommending a weapon to something for me from Albedo. The weapon from that event. Not Albedo, the weapon. Which, like, is impossible to get. Thanks, Hoyo, for making all of the weapons from past events completely incapable of getting. I would have loved to use that weapon. Would have loved it, but just not possible at this point. Ganyu. Uh, they're pretty cool. I think they are. I think they're really, really overrated because Cryo has gone to shit. Cryo's completely out of the question in this game now. And so the once the character that once was like capable of just like reducing all combat to point and click is now kind of not really needed. Um Also, I tried to pull for Ganyu and then I got Chi-Chi. So like never really got the opportunity to get this character. But they're still fine. I think they're fine. Zhao has started to grow on me. I would have called Zhao annoying in the past, but I think recent events and Fearless Adventure or whatever it's called, the Chasm storyline has really gotten me to enjoy the character. I just kind of wish they weren't as frustrating to communicate with as they are, but that's something for another day. Hu Tao, I'm not a fan of. They're another point and click character. Actually, this is a lie. They've grown on me as well. I can't even try to deny it. I just don't like them because they're like kind of a lame kit. I used to hate them for kit and personality, but now I just don't like their kit because they're a polearm. Um, they're fine now because polearms I've gotten over my hatred of. Mostly, I mean, there's still a couple who don't deserve any respect. Sorry, looking at you, Xiangling. Uh, but they're a great character. They're funny. They're weird, but in like not a creepy way, like the characters, like some of the other characters are. And also, they like rap, which is pretty funny. Rosaria, I have not thought about ever, at all. Um, I'm aware they can like buff crit rate. That's about it. And that's all I know about them. They just sort of sit there and buff crit rate or crit damage. I do not remember. I wish I knew more about them, but I think at this point it's kind of impossible to know. We're finally starting to get to characters that are like consistently good. Yanfei's pretty great. Yanfei was another one of my early mains. After Kaya, I was like, yep, Yanfei is the one for me. Because I think I got like C4 Yanfei on my first banner trying to get Yelan. At least I think, yeah. Past banners in Genshin. Let's go way far back. To 2.7. Where, yeah, I tried to get Yelan and blew it all on making sure I could get and failed to get her, but instead got like 4 Yanfeis, so I just used them for a while. Eula, I accidentally pulled. They're fine. They're like the least Claymore. At this point, they're just like a physical DPS, which I mean, it's better than being cryo at this point. But they're not my thing. They're all right. Kazuo is the best character, aside from like 1 or 2 others. I don't think there are many characters who can rival my precious boy, who I pulled 110 draw for and got 2 of him because he was that excited to go on an adventure. This man has saved my ass more times than I can count. He is probably... He is the real anima, god of anima. He is so unbelievably strong. And even a single constellation on him makes him go from being one of the strongest characters I've ever played to, like, beyond compare. He is the one limited banner character I have a constellation on, and I do not regret it for a second because his C1 is so unbelievably strong. It makes it so your cooldown is permanently reduced, and upon using your burst, you immediately recharge your cooldown. Which means if you time it right, you can pretty much have an infinite burst. Which is so insane for a sub DPS. He is the first character I got to level 10 in all stats, which I know it's not like recommended for him, but I didn't care. He's wonderful. And he is my boy. I totally have him built properly and don't make him use his exclusive weapon. His exclusive sword from his quest. I totally don't make him use that. No, because I build my character with grace and elegance and with power involved and not thematics. No. This is I will apologize for saying no about Hu Tao, but I will never apologize for Ayaka. She is the one character that like actually frustrates me. Because when I started playing this game, everyone was like, "Oh, do you use Ayaka? Do you like Ayaka? You should use Ayaka." And I'm like, "No." I got to Inazuma and she was just annoying. She danced in the river in socks, which was like weird. And then she was just like "Oh, I'm so shy," but like only to the main protagonist. It's like it feels like they're trying to be like romance or something, but there wasn't enough story in Inazuma, so she just kind of is creepy. She's just kind of there. And her kit is press one button and win. If that's your thing, that's your thing, but that is definitely not my thing. And so she is resting very comfortably aside Noelle at the bottom of this tier list. Most likely permanently. Yoimiya based. Pyro main DPSs, guys. They are pretty consistently top tier, aside from the child. Like Hu Tao's fun as a character, Yanfei's fun, but not like anything noteworthy. Yoimiya does so much damage so fast. She was like, she has a very similar kit to Wanderer, surprisingly, which I didn't think about until I really got back into using Yoimiya. She doesn't really need much, just like attack, crit rate, and crit damage. Her burst allows her to get off field work, but it's just boring enough. You can just like use Shimenawa's legacy as a way to deal more damage with her. She's great. I don't know why people hate on her so much. I know they keep bringing her back with like some of the craziest new characters, so it's just like awkward timing. But like if you pull her, it's great. She's super strong. And yeah, she's not hard to learn. The only issue is if you're fighting something fast, you kind of have to do a bit of timing to hit them. But that's about it. Raiden. Ooh. She seems cool. I mean, how do I how do I rate this character? I guess there. I don't know. They're fine. They're just not crazy interesting to me. I just wish they had a little bit more going on in terms of character. Is that what I'm trying to think of? I don't know. They're fine. They're the they are pretty low down there in terms of my Archon tier list. I think they are my least favorite Archon. The because like they provided nothing in their story. The boss fight's fun. Oh, the boss fight's fun. But that's about all they have going for them. Cujo. Eh. It's the start of the trend of Genshin making characters who are absolutely terrible until you get C6. And they've just kept doing it. Like, Mika and Farazan were all kind of like terrible, and then you actually look at how they're built and see that if you get C6, they're like the most broken support for their specific damage type. Kokomi is not. No one actually likes Kokomi. I feel very confident in that statement. No one actually. Sorry, I'm trying to see if I can adjust this thing. No one actually likes Kokomi, I don't think. Like, if you do, I don't I don't understand and would love to hear like an explanation for why you enjoy that character. Because I've never met someone who's been like, because Kokomi's fan base is the most hypocritical community I've ever seen. They're like, they spend all this time being like, don't care about meta because their Spiral Abyss stats were absolutely terrible. And then the second Kokomi becomes actually favored in terms of who most used in Spiral Abyss, they like somehow outranked Kazuha. Everyone was like, yep, Kokomi is the strongest character in the game. No one can tell me otherwise. When they're just like a Barbara for people who are insecure. I honestly, I think I hate Kokomi more than any other character in this game. Now that I actually am thinking about it, Kokomi is just frustrating to me. They didn't they didn't provide anything to the story really. I didn't even process that they were in charge I thought Goro was. And then they like just had a bad kit. Speaking of bad kits, oh my god, Aloy. Oh, that's what happened. Oh my god, Aloy. It's fucking Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. It's my favorite character. It's my favorite video game of all time. But also, they're terrible, and I'm never gonna get them. Ever. Unless Genshin Impact reaches out to me and is like, hey, do you want a sponsorship? And I just am like, just give me Aloy, please. I'm begging you. I don't want to have to play through this game again. Just give me a code for Aloy. They're such a cool character. I love Aloy. I don't know why they're in this game. It's very funny. But also their kid is terrible. I don't know why they picked Cryo for Aloy on top of everything. Just like gesture in general to all that is wrong with Aloy's kit. I don't know why they gave her Cryo. I feel like Electro is more common for Aloy's kit. Fire, they could have made her Pyro because Pyro is more is part of her starting weapon. I just don't get why they made her Cryo. To this day I still don't get it. Because like even if they're making the excuse of well her warbow's Cryo, no, it's Electro. Her warbow uses ice. No, it uses lightning. It's a shock bow in the beginning. I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. I don't get I don't get it, but regardless, it's Aloy. I'm not gonna judge them. And then Toma, poor baby, got completely thrown out of the story after getting rescued. Has one of the most terrible kits in the entire game, but I still use him as my only shield I've ever built for being a shield. Baiju doesn't count. Poor baby. We love him. We wish the best for him. Yay. Ito. They're so funny. I put them up there with Fischl because both of them are the comedic reliefs of Genshin. You either find in the major events, you either find one or the other because both of them are so unbelievably funny. And Goro goes up there alongside. These are the two characters that I feel like broke the Geo curse for a little while. Because Ito is the only character that is Geo that actually holds up in terms of damage. And then Goro's entire thing is buffing Geo teams based on being monotype. Which, like, good for them. Good for them. How many Geo characters have we rated so far? 1, 2, technically 3, 4, 5, 6. Are there only 7 Geo characters in all of... Wow. Absolutely shit on. Shenhe, top 5. Absolutely top 5. They're so fun. I'm trying to build them as a main DPS. It is taking years because I feel like I need to get the Primordial Jadewing Spear to give them a DPS upgrade, but that's never going to actually happen. They're so strong. I'm so happy to have them. Yunjin, on the other hand, is one of those characters I completely forgot existed. If you asked me to list all of the characters in this game, I can assure you I'd miss Yunjin. Yai. I think they are at the bottom of characters that I favor rather than feel nothing towards. Because they are the most needy sub DPS in the entire game. They require so much uptime, so much care, and then you're like rewarded with great. Don't use their burst, it's terrible. And then a pat on the head and told to get the fuck out. They're great at electro application, which I will get to in a moment, because that has never been a problem for me. And I'll explain why in just a second. They're great for me. However, they just are so... Their playstyle is so needy. They, like, draw the line. No, they walk the line between on-field and off-field DPS so hard. Because, like, aside from maintaining constant uptime, they are useless on-field. But if you go off-field, pretty much the second you go off-field, you just need to bring them back out. If you're running a team of full sub DPSs and off-field DPSs, they're fine. If you have an actual on-field DPS, don't bring this character. They're shit at their job. God, I wish they were better at their job. I've tried everything to make them work. I've tried being polite. I've tried being nice. I've tried working with them. I've tried building them specifically. Nothing has worked to the point where as soon as I get a new off-field DPS that better fits my team, Farina, they're leaving permanently. I'm gonna like scrap all of their stuff and give it to characters who are actually worth the time and effort. Angry rant over. Ayato, hot man. He's like I feel nothing, But that's just because they haven't really given him any spotlight. It's not his fault. It's not his fault that the company wants to ignore him. He's cool. His attack style is so fun. I just have never pulled for him because every time they bring him up, there's like a better. Uh, there's always like a better banner. Let me see if I can find all of them. Okay, we're back. We're scrolling back all the way to his first introduction, which is 2.6. I didn't get him there because wasn't playing the game. He comes back. Paired with Raiden. However, he was the second half of the banner, so I knew Al-Haytham was going to be there, so I didn't pull for him. Transcendent One returns. No, that's not them. God, 3.8 was stacked. No, sorry, 3.7. Absolutely stacked. And he's coming back up with Sino. That's great. I just feel like not the greatest character. Sorry. Just not really ever given the right time of day. Is effectively just Xingqiu, but better. It's not much to say. Fun Bayonetta style moveset. Doesn't really have much of a story. Okay. And character is the reason why I hate Yai. If you want an Electro applicant, just go with Cookie. Just go with Cookie. She's so powerful. Unbelievably strong. I feel like people just purposefully try to ignore her. But she is so unbelievably strong. Just give her HP, healing bonus, and elemental mastery. And she will constantly apply Electro, constantly heal your team, and you have to, like, worry about her once every quarter minute. She heals so well. She's like Barbara, but, like, if Barbara actually had a good range on elemental application, because I think Barbara's is kind of small. She's just the best healer in the game. Heizo. I think this guy is the separator between best and best of the best and just very, very good. He's so fun. He was such an interesting new mechanic to have a melee catalyst. Obviously, somebody else came along and took that role for the 5-star, but he's still good to this day. He's Animo, which means you can put him in any team. And he works like a charm. Tainari. Haven't thought about this guy since Anyway, Kale. Another Dendro Bow character who came out at the same time as another Dendro Bow character, but like didn't let being the same element and weapon stop her from having her own unique style. She's pretty decently strong. She's a good Dendro applicant. Is effectively Amber but better in every way. And that's like super cool. And on top of that, she's a good she's the best element in the game. So it's kind of hard to be mad at her. Not a fan. Not quite Y tier, but not a fan. Cyno, I think, is one of the best characters in the game. I think people who complain about this character just don't know how to play video games. Or main either Ayaka, Hutao, or Ganyu. They're just like, oh, a character you have to press more than one button every minute for? Ugh, who the hell plays this? I think, yeah, if you just it's a skill issue if you don't get Cyno. I am the most impartial source because I pulled them on complete accident. Cyno's the best character in the game in terms of interesting move styles. I understand all of these characters are great. If you want the most like interesting move system in Genshin Impact, you might want to jump in now and start building up Primos. Because he is the best. He is the best of the best when it comes to interesting move mechanics, because he's all about, for being like a character with not a lot of HP, he's all about being super aggressive and dealing shit tons of damage. It's great. Take the time to learn him and you'll realize he's super fun. Kendake. They were there and then they were gone. Didn't really... Was gonna build them, but then just never came around to it. You know, when Nilou first came out, I was kind of pissed off at them. Because they were, like, kind of annoying and I didn't understand their moveset. But... I don't want to hate them. I just realized I put them in the wrong tier again. I don't hate them. I've had worse. There have been worse characters in this game. They're not bad, they're not great, though. I still don't understand their moveset. And also being any character that, like, punishes you for using other elements is kind of counterintuitive to the game. Nahida does a bit more in the story, but is the only reason they are at the same place as Raiden is because they were just more forgettable. And it's not their fault, it's just the roster of characters for the rest of Sumeru was so strong that it kind of just took over. They didn't make their Archon interesting enough to match the level of like crazy interesting designs that they did for every other character. This character is another one of those ones who's just like only there for like filling in reps and getting more 4 stars in there. I don't think they had any place in the story, and they were just there to be like a buffer so people wouldn't complain that they weren't adding enough characters. But they're fine. I like their moveset. They're really good for my Shenhe team. Wanderer. Very Heizo coded in terms of skill set. Does a very interesting thing with his mechanics that actually feels rewarding to have other elements or like play strategically with other elements, because his moveset changes depending on what elements he's nearby when he uses his elemental skill. It's great. I like Heizo more simply because Heizo is like melee and I like melee. But Wanderer was a great, they did wonders with. Actually feels like you're playing a boss fight turned into a character. Just like Child. All of the Harbingers have extremely complex, in a good way, mechanics, and I love it. Just like Kujo Sara, except somehow also annoying. I don't know. It's just, I didn't use them, and I don't think I ever will, because you need a C6 one for them to even be worth the slot. Hi! I would say hi to you more, but also we just got to the best character in the entire game, so like, I could go on for a century about why this guy has one of the most fun mechanics in the game. This guy's the most complex. This guy and this guy are the most interesting. This one's the most fun, because it allows you to play the game like 7 different ways with the same character. It's a great element, super powerful, so much fun. Al Hatham is so unbelievably strong as well, which is also fun. He's just great. I would die for that man. Who is this? They look Klee coded, so why? This is Yao Yao, right? That one that they were gonna release but never did. And then I guess did at some point. Dea. They're fun. I wish they were better. I feel like they kind of, welcome back. I feel like they kind of jumped the gun on Dea. Like they were like, let's find a way to make a new form of tank. And then they just kind of like forgot to make the character deal enough. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. To deal damage as a response. Another one of the C6 requirements. Yeah, I am too. It's rough. I think Baiju has grown on me more than I thought any character would. I got Baiju because of the concept of like a Dendro healer. Sounded fun. But then they were like super charming, super fun, just a great character. And they've just grown on me more and more as I played them, and now I use them on like half of my teams. I'm either using Kuki Shinobu or Baiju. It's so great. Kave! He's like the gay roommate, right? And that's really fucking funny. Another one of the comedic relief characters because he's the gay roommate that's obviously in love with his roommate, but thinks it isn't obvious. I love him. He's super funny. Who is this? Like, actually, who is this? Who are you? I need to look you up, because who are you? Uh, I assume you're 4-star. Otherwise, people would have spoke. Kirara. Okay, so you're from. Who is this character? Who did? Okay, so they're just like a cat girl? Just like a cat girl delivery person? Okay. I can't put them in anything more than I feel nothing for them because like I've never seen them before, and I feel like making an opinion on them is unfair. So hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going right here, smack dab in the middle of I feel nothing for them. Because I think I have an opinion on every other character. Uh, Remine, I know I'm skipping these two, but that's because this guy is just like the first one in front of my mind right now. Remine is fun. He feels like a 4-star D-Luke, which is shocking. I thought they forgot about this guy. And he's also like kind of cryo, but not enough cryo to be bad. If that makes sense. Linny, I don't know what's going on with these two characters' kits. I feel like their story was kind of like flat throughout the Archon quest. And they got carried by the other characters. And their kits aren't like good enough to be worth mentioning. Big Man is so funny. He's stupid and doesn't understand anything, but we love him. He's trying. This man I would bark like a dog for. Bark, 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 woof, woof. Such a great rep. He's a cryo melee catalyst, which puts him right up at the top. But as of recently, I think this character, I could make the case that D-Luke and her have switched places, and I think that may be the case. Because she's so coded like my favorite D&D character I've ever played that I just see her and I get excited. Because I'm like, oh, she's gonna say some absolutely stupid bullshit, and act like she's the best person on earth for no reason other than ego, and that's so funny to me. Not enough has been explained about this character. They're pretty cool. They're getting their respect. I feel like these three. This is another character I didn't know existed, so they're going right alongside. Um, a lot of these future characters are so. A lot of the characters have been consistently decent from Fontaine. These two are only down here because, like, they didn't do the HP draining mechanic as well as, like, some of the other Fontaine reps. But they're so fun. All of the characters from, like, from Linne up, I am okay with. Everyone from Farazan down is just like, ugh, whenever they show up. And yeah, I'm gonna download this just so I can, like, keep this on hand. I might do a little bit more organization before I finish, though. Yeah, I feel like Neuvillette and Aloy are the good stopping points between the two. Linne to Lisa for not a fan. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. And then Y tier. We don't talk about Y tier. Oh. I have to have an account. Which means I'll just keep this tab on the background. Let's see what the community ranked each of these characters. Wow. I appreciate somebody in one of the top tier lists just made Farina tier, which I think is the most in line thing for her character possible. But yeah, like, as I was talking about the one click and you win button characters, 1, 2, 3. All of them are up here within the top 10. And then the ultimate defender. But yeah, I think with this, we can call that good. I'm going to minimize this. No, that was the wrong thing. I minimized OBS. Gonna minimize this. And I'm gonna start up Genshin as I go grab more water. So I will be right back, chat. Once I start booting up the game. And now we can finally get to, as everyone wished for, we can finally get to me playing a game. Because my target audience for the tier list was me. I like making tier lists so much. And yeah, we'll start right up getting back into the grand adventure. Alright, I will be right back, chat. Lots of hearts. Somebody make sure to say something very amusing for when I get back. Otherwise, I'm gonna be very disappointed. Chad, none of you said anything funny. I gotta change what song is on mute in the background. Yay. We have a lot going on. Because this is our first time opening the game up since the new update. Oh, looks like we're doing a 10 draw today. With two people that I previously said are my top 5 favorites of the game.
Hello.
I'm screwed. Hey, what can you do? I'm a touchy-feely fool. I would give anything to not give a shit, but I do. Why does she just pose? God, I love her. She's so funny. Good. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Ow, my balls. What even? I don't fully understand this character's moveset. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't like it so much. Charge. I thought that... Oh, never mind. She's so self-centered. Alright, easy. But yeah, this is gonna be a pretty easy, relaxed day because I feel like death. And so we might as well try to pretend that's not happening. What?
You've been a naughty boy.
Hyper Bloom. Oh wait, I'm not allowed to use Lisa for this, I guess. Well, it is a time event. It is a temporary event. I don't think chat's gonna kill me that much.
Remember, health comes first. A bitter pill to swallow.
No, my sword. Let me weave you.
This is a surprisingly, like I've said, I think before, Dendro is so good just as an element that it doesn't matter what you do. As long as you can apply Dendro, you are stronger than most characters. And so if we can get this guy, I think we win. As if we weren't winning already. Blah, blah, blah. I'd pull for Farina just for like the memes. But also I feel like if I pull for Farina, we're just never gonna get this character. Wait, we do have Electro, right? At least I think. What is the command? It's... We do have Electro. We do have Electro. Which means I can use this character. I'm so happy I remember things and I'm not... My memory isn't that of a goldfish. Oh, of course. Wait, maybe I should go do that. No, I'm gonna focus on my stream. You know what? You're right. What would I be if I didn't go and harass Pyro right now? All right, we're gonna do that for a few moments. Hey, hey, no, 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 Pyro can't blob back. How dare. How dare you? Alright, I've gotta get back to my own stream, sadly. But I will have Pyro in the background. Respectfully. Blah, 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 blah. We're so close to being able to do a 10 draw. Let's go. Alright. Back to the game. Because today it's time to say hello to a new region of Genshin. Well, we gotta do our dailies first, because I'm not gonna forget those. What's going on? Here's how. Yeah, just become a god. Thanks, I'm gonna try it myself now. I'm gonna become god. Da da da. Da 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 da. I would give anything to not give a shit what I do. Hey, what can you do? I'm a touchy feeling. I would give anything to not give a shit about you. Apologies. AJR released a new album last night, and that's been all that's going through my head for the entire day. What? Oh, great. As if my day couldn't get any worse. Uh, wow, that was shockingly high amounts of D&D, no damage. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn the in-game sound back on. I'm so great at this. Also, we should check audio settings. There we go. No one wants to hear that. Why is she staring at it like that?
Windblade.
Specifically not today. I mean, like, my voice is dying today. Wow. It has been quite a bit of time since I've actually listened to this music.
Bet you can't get it.
Oh god, the return of this boss.
Frostbite. Check this out.
I really hope I feel better by Sunday, because I'm hoping to finish all of Alien Isolation on Sunday. Woo! Huh? Yeah, if I can do it. Which I'm assuming, since we've gotten through the theoretical story equivalent of Alien, we're getting to Aliens, which means a lot more character interaction combined with a lot more... Oh! I forgot to do this. Combined with a lot more, depth of characters we appreciate. Well, our Tundra wasn't great. I take it back. Who are you? You're that new character that I didn't know before. But I would give anything to not give a shit, but I do. Hey, what can you do? Got you feeling through. Okay. There we go. Woohoo! Who are you? You're a cryocatalyst. I mean, it doesn't matter. Alright. Well, we have one more daily to finish. And then we can move on to Leeway. It's gonna be so much fun, chat. We're gonna have such a great time together. Oh, it's gonna be wonderful. Uh. Yulger. Hi! Welcome in. How's it going? Okay, I need to think of a different song to have stuck in my head. It's probably still going to be something from Maybe Man, but not Touchy Feely Fool. I feel like I've said that one too many times. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Fire it up! Supporting fire!
Well, if there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. Keeps going around. Got stuck innocent. Tom sticking his best friend's love like every other afternoon.
So sorry.
Keeps going around. Got his best friend's mom, but what the hell you gonna do? Hey, look around, what an idiot night. Somebody missed you. No. No. Banished. Banished it. Oh. What was with all that movement?
Windblade.
Bam. We're so good at video games. Chat, you and I are going places.
A reward on the road.
Is there anything we can make? Oh. Hey, hey, look around, wouldn't it be nice? Alright. No, that one's like too high for my voice right now. I feel like I'm dying every time I sing it. Oh. How long until I can actually continue the game? A considerable amount of time. Wish I was as big as I am. And skip over crowd. Wouldn't fit on the therapist's couch. Gotta really wish I could see you now. Wish I was kind.
Thank you for
Well, what? No! Guys, we unlocked Fortnite. We unlocked the Fortnite Battle Pass. Holy shit. Ooh. Okay.
Add Astra.
Jesus, it's windy. Oh shit! Oh great! We're world level 1. That's kind of a problem.
Everything's ready. Let's go.
Huh. Can I do these? Listen, chat. It's fair. It's fair. Just because we don't have these characters, they're being offered to us. Okay, who the hell is this guy? It's Nervalet, right? I haven't used him much. Listen. I specifically never mentioned events in this game because I knew chat would be, like, upset at it.
Emerge right now.
The Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal. As, TikTok is obsessed with. It's got big men. More than 4 of them, even. But it's got big men and dragons. Which, like, look at this guy.
Emerge right here.
Have fun with this. Try not to die. Look at him! He's so pretty! Look at how pretty he is! But also, like, it's just got a bunch of guys in suits. Which is, like, also... And also, for anyone who is more interested in... this type of character. It does have women. One of the gods pulls a sword out of her chest.
Emerge.
An oversight on my part.
An oversight on my part. Blam. I can see why people like this guy.
That's close enough. Dues. This is order.
Wait, what the hell?
Solidify. Where do you think you're headed?
Have fun with this.
The tides beckon.
Emerge right now.
These enemies are surprisingly strong.
Silence.
Finally, some target practice.
Be sanctified. Prepare yourself. Justice is blindsided.
I have water, which I think like
An oversight on my part.
Right here. Emerge.
it's pretty much this guy's entire kit.
Spread your wings and raise a storm.
Stabilize.
Oh, now I'm invincible because I have
Hypostasis emulation.
Silence.
silence, mortal.
The tides beckon.
Yeah, this guy's pretty fun. Sensory trial. What kind of trial is this? Ayo? Ayo? The hammering trial? Okay, let's try to figure this out. Wham.
Try my blade. I'm ready.
Motion to compel. And voila.
Will end you.
I don't
One more.
get this character's skill set. Quake, I have a big boulder
Get out
attack.
of here. Out of the way.
This will do.
Kaboom. Step right up.
Am I just like marking people for death?
That won't work.
What does the 2 mean? God, I don't get this character. Chat.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Time for your arraignment. Chia. 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 Ha. Chia. Ta.
Ah. Chat, they're being mean to me.
Solidify.
Now
You gotta do something. Wait, why did I press that? Ugh. My brain is so out of focus right now. And now we have to do all of it again.
Step right up.
Oh my god, his reaction is just so, like, guttural. There's so much pain.
Now disappear.
Stabilize.
Incinerate. Chia.
This isn't over.
Oy, oy. Okay. We can almost head to Leeway. I swear, chat, this time I'm serious.
Now disappear. Off we I'm going in. Wrap up the flame.
Oh, oh, oh. That still count here.
And voila.
Ooh. We're almost halfway to freaking, we're almost halfway to getting affiliate.
Crisp.
Which is so weird to think about.
Killjoy, we've only just begun. Cold cut platter.
Step right up.
Just like I
Let's get this show on the road.
It's time for a flash freeze. You're not
Now
going
disappear.
disgusting. Stabilize.
Let's light it up. Motion to compel. Inadmissible evidence.
You know, for having a lawyer character in Leeway, I'm surprised that they haven't gone to Fontaine. But that's just me. Oh god. Not you.
And voila. I'm going in. Incinerate. Now disappear.
Jesus, it's so much easier to fight this guy with a bow.
The room. Wrap up the flame. And
Voila.
round of applause. Now disappear.
Don't think you want to be saying that, honey. Just out of respect to knowing what happens to you, maybe you don't want to be telling people to disappear.
Hello, nice. Everything's ready. Let the magic begin.
Oh, we have a draw. Didn't remember that.
Once, there was a glorious kingdom.
I don't think we're ever gonna get a battle pass completed. If we somehow do that, then I'm gonna be more impressed than anything. Right now, theoretically, we could go to Leeway. Or we could do even more stuff wrong. Chad, are you Is it obvious that I get distracted really easily? Because I think it is.
Bet you can't keep up with me. Go, go, Baron Bunny. Be gone.
Be gone, losers!
No one escapes my sights. That's cheating.
Cool it.
Yeah, I think we're fine. Also, I didn't... I didn't process that you said I'm a big man, not I'm a big man. I'm a big man, implying there are multiple of you.
What's the hurry?
I didn't realize that there are multiple. Spiral Abyss. We're equipped to take this on. This could go poorly. This could go great. I think I got my team comp wrong, but we'll do it regardless. Get out of here, losers.
No escape.
Don't get frostbite.
Let's walk up to these things and start hacking and slashing. Because I know how elements work in this game.
Dodge this.
Unlike when I first did this.
Check this out. Freeze.
Just pick as big as I know.
Let it rain.
Get exploded, nerd.
Cool it.
Blam. Ooh, elemental skill damage increased. That's what I want to see.
Be gone.
Freeze. This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this.
Why do I have to get songs stuck in my head?
No escape.
Who can I blame for a song stuck in my head? Can I blame the government? Is that possible?
Don't get too close. I got you covered.
Prepare to be blown away.
Freeze. Don't get frostbite.
Let it rain. Windblade.
Yeah, it's always the government's fault. You get me. You understand me. I thought we were up to 75G at this point.
Go, go, Baron Bunny.
Check this out.
They're now up to 75 Gs. They grow up so fast.
There you are, strawberry.
Here's Becca. Cool it. Oh, so
Murder. They do grow up so fast. Do I want to risk this? No. Because if a character dies here, they still count as dead. Which is still very scary. Chat, give me a topic to talk too much about. Because I think if I have that, then I'll just talk nonstop and I'll be able to forget reality for a moment. Snakes. I could make such a bad joke here. And, like, pretend to be talking about snakes, but instead be talking about dicks, but I think I'm gonna pass on that. And instead, I once brought a snake. I mean, currently, right now, I don't feel good, and so yes. I don't feel good right now, and therefore, yes, I would right now. But instead, I'm going to tell you about the time that, I accidentally brought, like, a 2.5-foot long snake into my car. As a kid, and scared the shit out of my family. My mom's here tonight. I love having that's always my favorite statement. I think that's a reference I'm taking from like a Bo Burnham special. Where like one of the people in the audience is like, I love you, or like I want you or something, and then he just like awkwardly hesitates for a minute before saying that.
What's the hurry?
You have to give me a moment. But yeah. Basically, my grandparents live on a farm. And this farm has a bunch of animals. Like just roaming around it. It's like a total, it's a Pacific Northwest like wildlife exhibit effectively with how many animals there are.
This is going to get interesting.
And none of these animals are ones that are like cat. When I say farm, I mean like garden farm, not animal farm. That's a book by George Orwell.
Freeze.
So there were like every morning you'd wake up and there would just be like tons and tons of wild turkeys just around. Still trying to explain myself over the sarcastic remark. How dare you?
What's the hurry? Dodge this.
I will get you back for this someday. I will have my vengeance. But, hi, welcome back. But basically...
How fortunate.
There was like... Ah, lightning! There's like a 2-foot long, like, I don't know if you know what they are, but they're called yellow racers. They're like a type of non-venomous snake. And,
What's the hurry?
I just look into a bag. And it's just slithering around in there. Just having a grand old time. However, we are in a enclosed space. And at the time, my sister was absolutely terrified of snakes. And so I just had to be like, there's something here. It's a little friend. Alright, now we wait for the death. Ow.
Cool it.
But it was a bit of a shock.
Freeze. I got you covered.
No escape.
But I do like snakes. Snakes are so cute. They're big and silly.
Dodge this. This moment will be frozen in time.
My sibling, who is the same sibling who was afraid of snakes when they were younger, now has a pet Kenyan sand boa named Beetlejuice. Because it kind of looks like the sandworms from the movie.
How fortunate.
And Snack is... Yeah, we love Snack. Snack is wonderful. I used to have a leopard gecko named Sandile as a kid. Because I was always obsessed with Pokemon. One. Two. Three. I'm a gamer. Chat, I'm gaming so hard. Chat, I'm gaming. I'm gay. Wait.
That's more like it. I won't. I'll race you there.
Chat, I'm gay all over this. Wait, now I am.
What's the hurry?
Hey, you gotta put the title there. You gotta put the title there. This ass has a title. I forgot to put the in all caps. Which is my bad. But yeah, it is the Heckin' Harley, Vanquisher of the Wall Domain. Yeah, Chica lives in my walls. And so, and has dubbed me the vanquisher of the wall domain. Yeah, because I am going to go on a brave journey to free them from said domain. Yeah.
The fine.
Yeah, incredibly. I feel like we need to do a case study on them because I think they are impossible to like calculate the speed of. So if anyone says they're in my walls, I'm gonna be like, well, good thing that you called me. How do we get there? Do I have to get up? Do I have to escape the domain? Yeah, I believe in it as well. But basically that... Exactly. I mean, I 100% believe it. But the whole point of that title command is as I go on, I'm going to get more and more joke titles, and we're just going to keep extending that title until it is, like, incomprehensibly long. And then we're going to, like, make fun of people who can't remember all of it word for word. That sound good, chat? Oh, no, 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 that is fine. I'm talking when it's like, the Heckin' Harley, Vanquisher of the Wall Domain, Pathetic Bisexual Queen, etc., etc., and it's like, just keeps on going on and on for like a minute. And the bit's not gonna stop until I forget my own title. Oh yeah, that's what... Just type that in.
Catch the wind.
Exclamation point title. Yeah. You think I didn't think of this? This ass has a title and a command to go with it. I don't have a command set up yet because my brain is the small of an egg. Which, by the way, at this point, that should be quote 2 because I say it so much. Guys, this music's so pretty. What the fuck? Holy fucking shit, you look like an extraterrestrial from the Milky Way galaxy. God motherfucking nerd. But yeah, the goal of this is to make the title as incomprehensibly long so that if I ever do, like, a meetup, I'm just gonna walk up in, like, probably, like, the most absurdly over-the-top cosplay and just go, behold, it is I, the Heckin' Harley, and then spend, like, a minute and a half reciting the entire title. Because I think I'm super funny, chat.
Hurry up, Mora.
Cook them. Let them cook. Womp. Womp. 2, 3. We're mining. Guys, we're playing Minecraft. Holy shit.
Freeze. Oh, so sorry. Fire it up.
I don't think people here realize how much of an asshole, like,
What's the hurry?
I am a spoiled. I act like Farina from this game so much. Well, that wasn't even a bit. That was just the person genuinely forgetting their line, and then everyone rolled with it. I love Holy Grail so much. Sorry, I don't know how to yes,
Leave it
brain.
to me.
Oh.
Cool it.
Wait, no. This is illegal. Wait, what is going on with those shields? How are we feeling right now, chat? Blam! But also that tier list that I was doing earlier in the stream is going to, with a lot more opinions, be equivalent to I think that's both a Bo Burnham reference and sad.
Check this out. Here's backup.
Prepare to be blown away.
Yeah, I got the reference, but also I'm sorry. I'm feeling that way.
Freeze. This one will be frozen in time.
Chat, we need Geo. I can't believe I'm saying this, but we might need Noel. Oh. What did you think I said? I can't wait to get the Serenity pot. Oh, I do not know this person, so it's definitely not that. I can assure you.
What's the hurry?
Chat, I think this is one of the machines that may kill one of our characters in the future.
Don't get too close.
I hate Ruin Hunters, they scare me.
Maybe I wasn't meant.
Chat.
For this world.
Fire it up!
What is it with our first encounter with each of these fucking ruin machines?
Dodge this! How fortunate.
The Traveler's gone!
What's the hurry?
Guys, we lost the Traveler! We've been in here for like 10 minutes! Guys, holy fuck, the Traveler's dead! I like sewing Scoob! We accidentally killed him!
Hurry up. Mora waits for no.
Now we don't have Animo or Tendro! Oh no! Oh my god, I didn't think about this! Chat, we just lost like we just lost 3 elements. Oh my god. Chat, we're here today to honor a fallen soldier. And most importantly, their fallen weapon with them. God damn it. There goes our only EM weapon. A formidable mechanical being. Shut the fuck up, game. That's great. You guys remember those, like, 2 hours we spent getting the Traveler to Sumeru? Huh? You remember those 2 hours? How fun those were? How we got those specifically so we could use the Traveler against the Raiden Shogun?
What's the hurry?
You remember that?
What's the hurry?
How we doing, chat? Cause I'm not feeling good.
Fascinating.
The Travelers. And now we have to watch the dead ghost of the Traveler continue the story. Chat. No, no, it's not allowed. They're dead. They're gone. Their vision had... According to the lore of this game, when you die, your vision fades.
What's the hurry?
Meaning... They have nothing. I mean, luckily, we won't need a Dendro character for a while, and if I really need a Geo character, I can just pull for Noelle. I can just open up statues if I really need a Dendro character. No, a Geo character. But that's how this challenge goes. Because I think, according to the rules, yeah, they're gone permanently. The Traveler fell in combat, and we will simply have to move on without them. I'm gonna put like a warning symbol. Do you think I named it properly? There we go. Do not go here ever. It's what I've decided to lovingly name that zone. Shit. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go to Dawn. Let's open up Dawn Winery. Let's do a poll. Let's roll a character. Woo! We're having so much fun. I really hope I don't have to use my reroll. Are you inviting to be? Sorry, that came out. It was a terrible attempt at flirting. Apologies. I apologize to anyone who had to hear that. Let me make this very clear. I don't know what I'm doing. At least the sky's pretty.
Don't get too close.
Valid. I made a terrible flirting attempt at saying, "Oh, are you offering?" Now that I'm rephrasing it. But flirt accepted. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Chat, we won. We won. Alright, let's open this up. I'm gonna personally later this evening.
Don't get too close.
Chapter 4. Something using alchemy. Enhance thing. Also, we have a key now, I think. Maybe two. One of them. And it's time to pull for a new character. Okay, chat. 1, 2, 3.
La da 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 da.
Number between 1 and 3. Alright, let me open this up. Ah, scuff. Yeah, she's brand new, I think, with this update. Alright, chat. And I guess we can short on it. Congrats! Me? We didn't exactly get what we needed.
Hey, how about we...
Before we start using her in-game, let's take her on a test run so we can also ascend her. Oh, she's a healer.
Getting gear! Frost is coming!
Hold that pose.
This is a weird cat. What is Bond of Light?
Getting gear! Frost is coming!
Say cheese. Hard hitting exclusive.
Oh,
Yo, somebody called me Bond.
under! Getting gear! Pair! Frost is coming!
Well, yeah.
Going under. Getting gear.
He's talking about me. No! No, I didn't want to press the button. Give me my resources. Well, if we want to keep this character on our team, we've got to figure out a way to, I guess, keep them. No, we got to find a way to get the resources. I don't know what I'm doing. Quote 8. I mean, true. Oh yeah, we gotta start this character. Okay, I think we need a new organization method. Any unstarred character that is dead, no, that has levels, is dead. That's easier for me to remember.
Oh, what a strange.
Who's your voice actor? I don't know them. They become unstarred and join Luck. Oh yeah, it's like the favoriting system. So any character that is starred, I can currently use. No. There is another star system that is the Ascension system. Like these stars. There's a lot of stars in this game. There's Ascension stars, there's Wishing stars, there's Favoriting stars, there's Superstars. When any of the baby girl characters come on screen, I see stars. Let's bring her onto the team.
What's the news?
I think it's so funny that there's just a character whose entire kit is they have a camera and it freezes people. Nah. You feel me, chat? Based on what? Holy shit. Resolute to the Sojourner. I am so spacey right now. And I'm starting to think that because that's why I was so spacey on Wednesday's stream. I think the reason I was like flipping out and just not being able to focus on anything was because I was just starting to get sick. There's just gunk in my brain. My brain be gunked. Have you ever thought about that? Because I certainly haven't been thinking for the past hour. I'm too goopy right now. We gooping hard right now. I just forgot the number 5 existed. To give you an example of how goopy brain is right now, I forgot the number 5 existed. Facts. Okay, so I gotta get it maximum.
Freeze.
Say cheese.
Supporting fire.
Have you ever thought
Dodge this. Cool it. This moment will be frozen in time.
Bro, I'm jealous. think I am gonna end the stream after I finish this rank of stuff in the... Yeah.
What's the hurry?
Am I even speaking words right now? Is what I'm saying making sense to you guys? I'm not even tired, I'm not even tired, I just can't correlate brain thought in brain, yes.
Let it rain. Hold that pose.
Dodge this. Ha. Ha. Ah. Ah.
Yeah.
Cool it. Ha. Ah. Ah. Oh, so.
Oh shit, I forgot to press the button properly. You get me. If I'm feeling better on Sunday, I'm going to do a longer stream to make up for this. Because this is not my best work today. This was not a good quality stream. This is not something I'm proud of. And I'm sorry about that. How? I just sat here spacing the fuck out for like 3 hours.
Smile.
Right.
No one escapes my sight.
Okay, well we may have lost the Traveler, but it seems like we got a pretty good replacement.
Frozen in time.
Hmm. Okay, that's something we should do before we go. 1, we gotta pull. 2, we should try to figure out where these missing Shrine of Depths are. What the fuck? Let's go! Oh my god, I want to pull. I want to pull for her. I want to pull for her so bad. I want to get her. I want to get her. I want her on my team. I want her on my team, chat. Chat. It's her. It is the best girl in Genshin Impact. Oh my god, it's Xinyan! I... Let me look up where all of the... Oh, Shrine of Depths... Mondstadt? Okay, there should be one. Over here. Well, I appreciate you guys being here,
How about a ghost story to go with the snow?
enjoying it. I don't know how to explain myself right now because there's nothing going on up here.
What's the hurry?
Ah, it's her. 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 No, no, not really. It's her. It's her. It's her. It's her. It's her. It's her. It's her.
Time to work.
Say cheese.
Work time. Put your back into it.
Ow.
I got you covered. Dodge this.
Hard-hitting exclusive. Go Baron Bite.
Cool it. Check this out.
No escape.
Yes. Thank you. You get me.
Freeze.
Smile.
Wait, you're back to full? Oh, that's why.
No slacking off.
Cool it.
There is no thoughts in my head.
Ready for him.
Fire it up.
It isn't time.
Freeze.
But I'd like you to think there's something going on in my head.
Cool it.
Ooh, this looks all right.
Okay. No, I'm not smart.
Say cheese. Go Baron.
Freeze. How fortunate.
Always dumb. I'm just extra dumb today. There's not a single thought going on behind these eyes. I'm like those videos of those cats. I'm just Jinx the cat, if you know that one. That's just who I am.
Cool it. What's the hurry? Quite the find.
Alright, that's one. Where's the other one? One to the far north. Up by Beth. Oh, I can see it.
Freeze.
Hold that pose.
Well, you didn't know who Jinx the cat was? I'm happy to introduce them into your life. Fun fact, they've been canceled on Twitter before.
Dodge this.
Because the owner of the cat accepted a stuffed animal from Jschlat back when he was like really hated. I think it was right post Lemannberg levels of hated.
Dodge this.
if you understand what I'm saying. But he was at the time really, really hated. And so people were like talking about that photo like the cat had been caught like murdering someone and then trying to ignore it.
What's the hurry?
But yeah, they canceled the cat.
How fortunate.
Dear Lord, indeed.
Say cheese.
But the thing is, they didn't. Because cancel culture, it was at the end of cancel culture when people were only doing that shit just to get popular themselves. And so, like, nothing actually came of it, aside from people getting mocked for trying to cancel a cat.
How rude!
Get him.
What's the hurry?
Oh, God. Ah!
Cool it.
Say cheese.
Oh man, we love that close up.
I wish I could interview whoever left this stuff here.
Ah!
Hold that pose!
I have a question. Did you guys watch SpongeBob when you were younger?
Ooh, this looks alright.
This is so random, but like it's been on my mind for a little bit. I never watched any of it as a kid. And I still haven't. The only bit of knowledge I have about SpongeBob is skin theory. And I'm like wondering how much I missed out as a kid. I never watched it as a kid.
Check this out. The fortune slip was right.
Oh, do you not know the SpongeBob skin theory? Basically the theory is along the lines that, all of the characters in SpongeBob are actors. And that that they're all wearing, like, replaceable costumes. They're all, like, humans, and this is a TV show. Like, a meta TV show. Like, one of those shows that's, like, this is a TV show about making a TV show. Kind of like the Muppets version of The Office.
How fortunate.
But like, there's a shocking number of moments that the person brought up of fish either removing parts of their body and not being injured or unzipping themselves.
Fascinating.
One of the core examples was the like Patrick in the gorilla suit, I think is what it was.
Dodge this.
There's like a full hour-long video on it that I can send you. Because it's pretty damn unsettling if you look at the show in that perspective. But that's like all I've ever... Oh no, they have like the video
What's the hurry?
that I watched on it is like an hour and a half long, covering like 70 to different moments from the show that are like long and drawn out scenes
Fascinating.
involving that would like give evidence to the theory. There's like the guy who can like inflate his arms who looked completely different as a child. Was like a different kind of fish. There's like the whole ear like custom ear store. Not ears, it's like head. There's a store that's mentioned in the series with the sole purpose of like being giving people false heads. True. Listen, I'm not the expert on it.
Quite the find.
The guy who did it went so much more in depth, and also, I guess that could be explained away as like you're just seeing the inside of the costume. Or visualizations. I don't know. That is the only thing I know about SpongeBob, though. It is so wild, yeah.
Dodge this. Freeze.
What was I doing?
Cool it.
In-game. That's very fun. I have way too many quotes from obscure media. For some reason, I reference a ton of shit from Great Wolf Lodge. Like Magi Quest. Who the fuck? Why the fuck is the Wanderer here? I don't want the Wanderer. Okay. There we go. Brain is back, kind of functioning. We're functioning at 10%, but we're functioning. What am I doing? I'm gonna eat a cookie. Chad, I got a cookie. Let's go. Pog.
Fascinating.
I should draw something this weekend. Not like for work, but like for me. Yeah, art.
Fascinating.
I don't know what I'd even draw though.
Cool it. Dodge this. How fortunate.
I'm gonna close this. So my brain, like, can mildly focus again. Yeah, I'm ending early today because my head is not working. Thank you for holding through with me for this entire stream. I apologize for being so out of it throughout all of it. I'm hoping that by the time we get to Sunday, I will be feeling a lot better. Can't make any promises. Thank you. If you Thank you. If you are new here, make sure to follow. We're trying to hit 50 by the end of the year. And if I can hit 50, that means I'm affiliate. And that also means I can do my big stream where I'm going to stream for like 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours straight, doing nothing but rating every single Pokemon in existence. It's going to be forever. It's going to be hilarious. It's going to be a dang good time. Anyway, oh, trust me, this isn't gonna be 70 like this first one. This is like 1,123 Pokemon. I just made a random number, but I know it's over 1K now. There are 1,000 Pokemon, and I have opinions on each one of them. And so it's gonna be a long stream. But to get there, I gotta get 50 followers. So like, yo, if you haven't already, hit follow. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna get something to eat, and then I'm gonna go and like sketch out a drawing to maybe do over the weekend. I don't think we're going to raid out today just because we only got like a couple people in here. I will. Have a good night, everyone. Love you all. Bye. Bye-bye now.